Hey everyone, welcome to the RotoGrinders Morning Grind podcast. I'm your host, Stevie TPFL. It's July, it's the 3rd of July, it's 2017, and it's a wonderful Monday. That means, as always on Monday, the Siege. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine, buddy. You, not so much.
I'm tired, dude. We're recording at 2:30 on the East Coast. I was at the racetrack yesterday for 17 hours. I went back out to the dirt track tonight to support my family has some dirt cars, and that was fun. And you see what time it is that we're recording. So I am tired, but I really like the slate. So I left you hanging a little bit here. We were supposed to start about 10 minutes ago, and I didn't want to tell you why I was running late. I get in, I sit in my office, I open up all my sheets and stuff that I made earlier when I researched the slate. And dude, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I am like deathly afraid of spiders.
Oh, no.
Deathly afraid of spiders. Like they really it's really bad. So I have the lighting, you know how we have our lighting in front of us. And I see this spider. And so I grab a piece of mail, like an envelope, from this company here, and I go to hit the spider, and this sumbitch flies onto me.
Oh no!
I have my earphones and everything in because I'm getting ready, like I'm setting everything up for me and you to start the podcast. My earphones come flying off. I jump around. My backdrop was behind me from shooting the Saturday night video still. And I run into the bedroom. On doing that, I hit myself in the head with my hand. I have a huge red mark on my face now. Like I thought it flew into my face, and I punched myself trying to kill the spider. And I ran into the bedroom, and I got just completely undressed. And I told Katie that she needed to go in the office and find the spider. I couldn't go back in there until she found the spider. And So she comes in here, and we move the backdrop, and she's looking around, and I move an envelope, and it's underneath it, and she grabs one. I have a scotch glass, or 2 scotch glasses and some scotch on my desk. She grabs the glass, and she gets the spider. So she doesn't like killing them.
Oh no! So she trapped the little thing.
So she trapped it, put it on a piece of paper, and took it out the front door. And I was like, "Don't drop it. Don't let bitch. Don't let it loose." Don't let it loose. So that's the story I wanted to tell you, that I wanted to wait to tell you to get your reaction on there. Because I don't care if everybody knows I'm afraid of spiders. I could care less.
I mean, I'm with you. But the only reason I stayed up to do this podcast is because your advice would have been so terrible, I had to put you in your place.
Uh-oh.
I didn't tell you that pre-show. You sent me a tweet earlier. I did my research and went, no. And it could have been 5 a.m. and I would have made sure, because this would have been malpractice podcasting by you to recommend your plays.
Oh, God. Here we go. We're going to get started here on this 8-game slate with Pittsburgh at Philadelphia. 8.5 total. Ivan Nova against Aaron Nola. I'm guessing you don't like these guys.
No, I despise them both. I don't hate Nova as much as Nola, but I don't like either one. I can't endorse either one. I mean, you can try to make your case, and then I will come back and just put a nice welt on your other side of your face.
So we have 2 right-handed heavy teams with 2 pitchers that dominate right-handed pitching. So I'm so interested to see your take here, because we're gonna see 6 right-handed hitters in both of these lineups, and it doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't like either one of these guys.
Well, first of all, I think you're gonna get 4 or 5 max from Philly. I don't think you're gonna see as many righties as you think. That
definitely hurts the play, right? Like I'm targeting them because we have 2 right-handed heavy teams, and they're both really good against righties.
Sure, but Aaron Nola is a guy that the Pirates just don't strike out. They don't strike out against curveballs. They don't strike out against fastballs. They just don't strike out San Miami. And so if they're going to make contact against Nola, a guy who can give up some hard contact, makes him a pretty easy bat candidate. It's going to be hot in Philly. It's a small ballpark. I don't really want either one of these guys. I understand that the options on this slate kind of suck. I'm fully admit it, but I think these guys are chalk. I think this is the chalk of the day. And you're telling me that I can easily just, the Pirates don't strike out. And the Phillies, Nova just doesn't walk anyone, which is fine. But he also doesn't strike anyone out. He gives up a lot of contact, too. Like it feels like this game's going to go 4-3, 5-4, and it's just neither one of these guys are going to be winners today in tournaments.
Yeah, I was really quickly pulling up Pitch IQ to kind of get an idea with the projected starting lineup. The Pittsburgh strikeout rate is around 16% against.
That's terrible.
No, I know. I don't disagree. And then the projected lineup for the Phillies were at around 24% against right-handed pitching. So maybe we're leaning, or maybe I'm leaning more Ivan Nova here. Nola would probably be more of a chalk play, right?
I think Nova's the chalk. Yeah, Nola's the contrarian one.
When you look at this slate, and I was breaking on this slate, and when I had sent you the tweet, it's like, you just look at the slate, and there's just not a lot of pitching on the slate. It is just, it's bad.
There's a guy I love. There's clearly a number one for me that I'm in love with, and you will probably say all sorts of, "Are you kidding me? No."
All right, well, we'll get there. I'm putting my flag in with Nova and Nola. I want to see 5 to 6 righties in each lineup, though.
Nova's an underdog against Nola. That's everything I need to know about how trappy the Vegas thinks this spot is.
Yeah, but an 8.5 total. It's the only game under 9.
That's fine. I'm not. There's better spots on the board. There's a couple spots I love for pitchers today.
All right,
one I love, another one I'm kind of just dealing with.
All right, so which batters do you want in this game?
I kind of don't mind a stack on either side. I honestly don't think it's a stack that I'm going to end up going with. I kind of think this thing ends 5-4 and kind of just, a little bit. Everyone does kind of a little bit of everything to make them all kind of not relevant.
Fair enough. Polanco's kind of been cold still. I was just looking at his stats really quick. Do we know anything about this Nick Williams guy they called up Philadelphia?
It's been on the to-do list just to look him up, and I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, anytime there's like a weekend call-up, I'm behind on it.
He got called up like last week.
He's the number 7 prospect. Yeah, but he got called up in the game against DeGrom. Like, I don't even care.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what it was. It was like, oh, he's 2K against DeGrom.
He has a hit in each game that he's played. He's played 3 games, and he has a hit in each game.
That's good. Yeah, he has decent minor league numbers. Nothing.
It's another lefty that I didn't consider when I was looking at it earlier, too.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not like scared of him, but it's certainly, again, another left-handed bat in that lineup.
Yeah, probably not going to need the value, but he is only 2,200 over on FanDuel, so
that's not bad.
All right, we move on. Toronto at New York. Marcus Stroman against Tanaka. 9 total here. Any interest in either one of these pitchers?
Tanaka, the number 1 option on the board. I love Tanaka in this spot.
Does he throw a lot of sliders?
Yes, he does. Yay, look at that. Stevie knew exactly where I was going.
Come on, man. Like we've broke down so many slates together. I know exactly why you would like a guy.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. He throws 30%. I think it's even 32%. Hold on, let me pull it back up real quick. I switched computers to do my research on my laptop, and I'm at my PC. So far this season, Tanaka's thrown 33.8% sliders against right-handed batters. We look at the Yankees lineup. They're getting all those Toronto. All they have is right-handed bats. And you look at it, it's a 170 ISO with a 272 xWOBA against a 26% swing strike rate. You match that up against Toronto, who loves to swing and miss at sliders. For me, this is a no-brainer. I'm just firing up the Tanaka here, and I'm kind of hoping people just get scared off of the Toronto matchup.
Are you shocked that Tanaka has good BVP against Toronto?
What a shocker! I kind of just assumed. I hadn't even bothered to look it up.
146 at bats. They're hitting 171 against him. Steve Pearce has 2 home runs. Baptista has 1 in 30 at bats. Donaldson has 1 in 21 at bats, and Morales has 1 home run, 1 hit, and 11 at bats against him. Nothing really on the BVP side outside of Steve Pearce. Just for some reason hits Tanaka. Yeah,
and I think if I remember correctly, I think that's the one guy in their lineup that actually can hit a damn slider. Let me pull it back up here. Let's see, Steve Pearce, 272 xWOBA, 16%. That's nothing great. Last year, actually, he's really terrible against the slider too, so he must have just caught a couple good fastballs. Like, this is just a dream spot. And in Yankee Stadium, I know people are going to get scared of the porch, but for me, this clearly is the best play on the board, and I kind of hope people just play Nova because they're scared.
What's your thoughts on Stroman?
I hate him. If you are a premium member, you will see him in the arm to fade section. I don't like him against this left-handed heavy team in New York. The guy has a .4 home run per 9 this year. against left-handed batters, that's not going to be sustainable. And maybe that short porch in right field is a nice place for it to start.
Would it scare you off if they have struggled big time against him?
I mean, the problem is it's all these lefties.
Jacoby Ellsbury is 1 for 20. Didi is 3 for 15. Headley's 3 for 15. Brett Gardner is 8 for 27. Aaron Judge is 3 for 5.
I mean, it's not great. It's not good, but like, how much of that is in Toronto? How much of that is in the short?
No, I know. You definitely have to look into all that stuff. I just wanted to point it out.
The guy doesn't strike anyone out, and the Yankees don't strike out. Like, why am I going to play him?
Yeah, what's his strikeout rate's right around 20% this season. You mentioned the Yankees don't strike out. Their projected starters have a 22% strikeout rate. You know,
that might be buoyed by like one of the young kids they called up too, that like kind of influences the number too. You got to be careful there, right?
Well, it is. It's Headley, Wade, Frazier, Romine, all over 20%. Sanchez and Judge over 20% as well. But you know, those are the two guys that can take you deep a few times. So
yeah, like Clint Frazier is 33% and Tyler Wade at 36%, and a 14 at bat sample size is going to just skew that number dramatically.
For sure, I agree. You know, we look at it, and I don't really like a lot. I definitely don't like anything from the Toronto side. And considering that I had already looked at pricing for the Yankees, I really don't like the Yankees here either.
Yeah, I could see myself. You know, I'm the DD whisperer. Like when I get random text messages that say "F you," I know that means Didi homered when I rostered him, because like I don't know, every time I roster him he homers. But
he's hot right now too, right? Wasn't he hot?
I've been rostering him a lot lately. All jokes aside, I mean I don't think I can pay 4.6 for him on DraftKings.
He's 3,300 on FanDuel.
It's a little more reasonable, but I just don't like the spot. I mean, I get it; it's a good spot. Like if I think I'm playing Didi, it's part of a Yankee stack, right? I'm just going to hedge the Stroman home run problems, and then that's that awful Toronto bullpen that got completely gassed today by the Red Sox. So. Like that's kind of an interesting leverage stack that I could see myself doing if I play like 5 or 6 as like the 6th stack or something.
Yeah, I am going out on the boat tomorrow. I'm playing one team in the $100 single entry series. So for me, I'm just not going to attack this game.
Don't forget to play the 2-game slate one.
Yeah, I saw that, and I laughed at it and said that I'll just take that slate off and take my 0.
Yeah, I wish I was this.
I say that, you know, I'm going to make a lineup for it.
Yeah, it's like 115 people. Like, you know, you're going to get in there because it's a perfect spot.
I was so mad that you had texted me earlier about it being the last qualifier, and I was at the track, so I didn't see the text. And like, I got home and I was looking at it. I was like, man, it's already full. Wonderful.
Yeah, it was a $300 queue, but it was. I couldn't believe it filled. Like, I grabbed like the last 2 spots. There was like 3 spots left when I saw it.
Wow. All right, we move on. Miami at St. Louis, 9.5 total. Jeff Locke against Adam Wainwright. I'm guessing you have 0 interest here.
Oh, it's a lefty against the Cardinals. I know it's Jeff Locke.
Starting to get a little healthier though, right? Like Piscotty's starting and Gruchek's back.
Yeah, Gio just made this team look like Swiss cheese like 2 days ago. It's just
Gio is a lot better than Locke though.
Sure, but Locke's been improved this season. I don't hate it. I don't know why you would need salary relief. That's probably the question that you have to ask, but he's been respectable. I don't think I would ever roster him, but I wouldn't just like dismiss him. If there was like a Scherzer on the slate that was 13,000 or something, I could make the case to play them together. But that's really
maybe you're stacking cores and you want a contrarian pitcher. Use Locke.
Yeah, I don't know how expensive Coors is though. I didn't look at it. Let's see. Yeah, it's priced up. You might need to do that if you want to get yourself like a Tanaka and Coors stack.
There you go. As far as Wainwright, we look at the numbers: 345 WOBA against lefties, 348. Yeah, just pretty much summing it up. You know, you nailed it on the head. The thing is, like right-handed bats, he's still not giving up a lot of hard contact. So been able to limit the damage against righties, but man, he is getting matched by left-handed bats.
Yeah, and there's just no swing strikes from him. You know, like 6% swing strike rate to lefties. When I see that, I start thinking, Bohr, man, even though he looked terrible this weekend, like, boy, oh boy, if there's no swing strike. If there's no swing strikes, Bohr is always going to be in play.
Yelich has been warming up too. I haven't been season long. It's the only reason I know it. He's one of the guys that like really helped me win this week. So Multi-hits in 3 of his last 6 games. Never really a guy that's going to get you the home runs, but if you can get him at a nice price tag, I don't mind Yelich.
You mean like 3,800 on DraftKings? You mean
That's
like
solid,
that
right?
price?
Like under
Yeah.
4K?
I've been rostering the Marlins for like a week straight. I just can't get off of them because the prices just keep like staying cheap.
Right. Oh, yeah. Like, I know you talked about him a lot on Friday, and so yeah, I know you've been targeting those Marlins. So I wasn't shocked, when we started going here and you were talking about the Marlins. But anyway, I digress. St. Louis Cardinals. I'm not going to go out of my way to pick on Locke, but if I do, it would be Piscotty. It's kind of it.
I don't play anyone against the lefty for the Cardinals ever.
All right.
Actually, that's not true. Hold on. That's normally true, but Luke Voigt, a Cardinals prospect, is 2,500 if you need him. He's kind of interesting. Again, if you're really a core stack and are looking for a total punt, like he's got some pedigree, and he's 2,500 against the mediocre lefty at best.
Boston, Texas, 11 total here. Porcello against Perez. I don't even have to look at the weather, but when I see 11 total in Texas, I'm guessing it's extremely hot.
It is 94 with
Shocking.
the wind blowing in.
Wind blowing in Texas doesn't matter, though.
No.
That ballpark's designed for the wind to blow in.
I mean, I got to be honest. Like, Porcello gives up a ton of barrels against a Texas team that's white hot.
With a chorus game, so we don't have to worry about ownership too much.
Yeah. Texas for me is my favorite stack on the board.
Oh, but let's make it really clear really quick. We don't like either pitcher in this game.
Oh, yeah, no.
Porcello has over a 40% hard contact rate this season. And the sample size is starting to get – it's over 100 innings now. Like, we're at 105 innings. Like, the sample size is starting to get, like, is there something wrong with him, or is he just not getting movement on his pitches and everything's getting smashed?
Probably all of the above, you would think, but –
you would think, like, a guy that pitched so well last year, something was found out about this guy or something.
By the way, the Red Sox stack is going to be so popular, and it's such a trap.
They were scorching this weekend, right? I knew Mookie had a big weekend.
He had 8 RBIs today alone.
Yeah, I get, the MLB at bat. The Red Sox are my favorite team or whatever, and so I get, like, updates all the time, and it's just like
Mookie.
Yeah, over 20 FanDuel points in 4 straight.
Yeah, he's going to be so popular. This is a spot where you just have to responsibly fade. Like,
he put up 30 DraftKings points on Saturday with 0 hits.
Wait, what?
3 runs, 3 walks, 2 stolen bases. He has 3 stolen bases over the last 2 games.
Man, they were attacking that. Yeah. Man, this is such a trap. Don't do it, CJ. Like, it's just like they're going to be so popular, and it's like they still haven't hit a ton of home runs this season. The BVP, I'm sorry, that's the wrong team. 80 at bats, they only have 1 home run against them. Like,
because Perez doesn't get shelled. We talk about it all the time. This is the easiest thing.
Yeah. The only guys that hit him well are Chris Young and Sam Travis.
2 guys that I would probably play. Chris Young, depending on where he hits in the lineup, is always somebody I like to go to.
It's just going to be so popular because he's so cheap and everyone wants to save the salary. Like, this is just a situation where you just got to close your eyes, pray to the Perez gods that he just doesn't give up home runs, and then you drink a nice bottle of whatever you like and hope it works out.
I think I'm with you. I think I like the Texas side a lot more in this game.
Yeah, the BVP is pretty solid. Not a lot of power there, but a ton of extra base hits, and this is not the same with Porcello. So
I was going to say, like, all I needed to know was extra base hits, because, like, those extra base hits are going to turn into more and more of, home runs with the pitching that he's been doing this year.
Yeah, 10% extra base hits. Extra base hits divided by at bats. That's not good. That's not a good ratio.
Texas, it is. Is there anybody on Texas that you wouldn't play?
I've been riding the Elvis Andrus train, but I think the price on DraftKings has now gotten to the point where I can't do it.
$5K?
I mean, I got to be honest. I wrote him at 49. I wrote him in that game where he was 49. $5K is just like, oh my God.
Just get your exposure on FanDuel at 3,600.
Yeah, it's like you look at the other shortstops and it's just like I can get Trevor Story and Coors for 37. I just think you have to like do something like that first.
Oh my gosh. Go do yourself a favor and look at the FanDuel pricing on the Texas Pats.
Are they free?
Gomez is 31. Chu is 31. Odor is 31. Mazzara is 36. Andrus is 36. And what would be Joey Gallo would be the other one. He's 28. So you could easily make your Tanaka Texas stack on FanDuel.
Yeah, if you can fit Coors in there, it might get a little more popular than I would like.
We move on. Angels, Minnesota, 9.5 total here. Alex Meyer against Alberto Meji.
Yeah, I think.
Mejia, whatever. I definitely don't care about names at 2:45 in the morning. Any interest in Alex Meyer here?
I've been debating this for like an hour now.
He was the other guy that I had kind of circled when I was doing my research because, like, the bats you worry about on Minnesota are right-handed heavy, and he's just been so good against righties this year.
The problem is just like the Twins are just so good against curveballs. They just don't strike out, and they don't strike out against hard fastballs. The question is, how many pitchers do they face have the combination of both? That's the I don't know factor, right? Like, who actually throws 98 and then has an 85-mile-an-hour 12-6 curveball? He walks a ton of guys. This is a revenge game for him. I should note that. But it's just like, on FanDuel, I don't think you can pay $7,900 for him on FanDuel. Like, I just think that's too much. It's just, when guys like Tanaka are 9,000 and Nova's 83, you can't do it. DraftKings at 69, I think, is a lot more of a debate. It feels like I'm walking into a trap. Because if they don't swing and miss against the curveball and he's throwing balls, like, what exactly am I looking for?
Yeah, like the walks are the issue.
Yeah, when we say he has a walk issue, it's like 6 per 9. We're not talking like 4.
It's all lefties, though. 16.5% walk rate against lefties.
But they're going to have 6 lefties.
Yeah, 14% walk. I was looking at Aaron Nola, 14.1% walk rate against righties. I was like, how does a guy have a 4% walk rate against righties and have 5 walks per game? And totally was just looking at the wrong guy. Yeah, I guess he's just a guy I'm going to stay away from. I love playing this guy. Nobody likes playing him. I love playing him.
Me too. The place I would want to play him is on the Whip Free site, and he's overpriced on the Whip Free site. And there's also a guy on FanDuel who's 5.5K that is just like in the wrong price tier. So I just don't see myself playing Meyer on this. Like, I would like to play him on the Whip Free site, and on the Whip site, it's just like, God, you're just asking for it.
Any interest in bats in this game?
The Twins stack would be the one I have interest in. But it's just tough to, like, and their team total is almost 5. Like, they have a higher team total than, like the Yankees against Stroman and like some other decent teams like Seattle versus Ian Kennedy. Like, that is a strong total. It's just, I don't think I can do it. I think Meyer can just be too good to stack it up in this spot.
The one thing I do want to mention is Martin Maldonado has just continued to hit left-handed pitching really well. Love punting catcher, and I think he's a guy you can definitely look at here.
Yeah, I think a lot of my stacks are going to actually have a catcher for once, but if your stack happens not to, then by all means.
Fair enough. We move on to Coors Field. Cincinnati Reds, Colorado Rockies, 12 total. Luis Castillo against Jeff, our boy Hoffman. Can't do it, right? Can't play Hoffman and Coors against the Reds team.
What if I told you it was 5.5K on FanDuel?
When you mentioned 5.5K, I looked down there and I was like, gosh, why is he so cheap?
I think this is a spot where I might price him for us. Like, the talent is just too good. When can we get a guy who's got like a 9.3K per 9, a 2.3 walk per 9 in the spot against a Reds lineup that is like hot and cold? Like, we just saw Arrieta like just shut him down. Like, yes, they can absolutely hit home runs. They can get hits. They can string them together, no doubt. But They also can just strike out 7 times in 6 innings, and you get that at 5.5K on this site. I mean, you're just like golden.
The only thing that concerns me about Hoffman at Coors is he's a fly ball pitcher. And, you know, like I love playing him on the road because those fly balls turned into warning track shots. But, you know, at home, you just look at his numbers throughout his career. It's a small sample size, but at home he has struggled. But still, you know, even this season, you look at this season, he hasn't allowed more than 1 home run in a game this season, even at home. So, and he pitched really bad against Arizona at home and allowed 0 home runs. He allowed 9 home runs, but 0 home runs.
Yeah, it's just a situation where the price is too cheap, right? You know,
I don't think I could do it, just because I always like build a lineup as we're going here, and I love the team that I've put together with Tanaka. So I don't think I can do Hoffman here.
I have 2 entries in that $300 queue. I might YOLO on one. We'll see. I'm very much still considering it.
Wouldn't shock me if I pull up and see you with that. Yeah, for sure.
It's just so tempting. It's like because I can get like every at bat, every batter I ever could possibly want, and it's so tempting.
We go to the other side. Luis Castillo.
Hell no.
Yeah, this guy throws a lot of fastballs. He throws fastball hard. Fastballs.
That means he can leave the stadium faster.
I was going to say hard fastballs and Coors probably not a good combination. Let's talk bats. Anything really stand out to you here for Cincinnati?
No. I mean, you could stack them if you want, obviously, but not really.
Yeah. The Rocky side, I think it's the normal suspects. Blackman, Arenado, Reynolds. See if Desmond's back.
Yeah, I don't know if I could play Reynolds. Just can't get that guy right.
He's 3,600 on FanDuel. I
looked at the price. As soon as I said that, and I saw the price was kind of cheap, but just never get that guy right.
He's above average against fastballs, too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he is. It sounds about right.
I haven't pulled it up and looked, but yeah.
Chu or Gomez, if you were hypothetically can only fit one.
Chu.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid you were going to tell me.
Yeah, just look at the BVP.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should have thought of that.
Yeah. Gomez has never faced Porcello, but Chu is 6 extra base hits, 7 extra base hits.
That's good for sure.
And he's kind of hot.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to build a Hoffman team, and it's just don't think it's gonna work.
All right, let's move on. Coors Field is Coors Field. We have the Chicago White Sox at Oakland Athletics. Carlos Rodon against Cotton, 9 total. Guessing you have 0 interest in the pitchers here?
Yeah, but I can see Cotton screwing me. I can see the Cotton gem coming, but there's no chance in hell I'm gonna own him.
I hate Cotton here.
I do too on paper, but that's why I just said I could see him screwing me here.
Yeah, well, you know, on paper, he's going to face a really right-handed heavy team, and we look at the numbers for him, and he has definitely struggled with righties.
Yeah, I know. Like, I get all that. If he throws a gem tomorrow, I just have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, wouldn't shock me. Like, I think I agree with you.
Park, team flying to the West Coast, just not a team that has a ton of power. Like, they have power, but they don't have, like, this, you know, like I can hit it over a 30-foot wall power. It's a bad feeling, but I'm not going to act on it. That's for sure.
Whew. Man, I was about to say somebody's name on the White Sox that I absolutely love, and I did not realize how cold he was.
Who was it?
Matt Davidson is.
Oh yeah, he's frigid.
Do you see the numbers?
Yeah, it's bad. I went to watch them the other day, and I was just like, "Oh no, we're not. We're going the other way."
1 for 20 with 13 strikeouts over his last 5 games.
So is that good, Stevie? Like, can you help me out here? Is that good or no?
Man, I'm trying to consider 0.50%. Yeah. 0.050%.
God. Sorry, I clicked some buttons, and this unfortunately, I don't think this team is leaving my lineup queue.
All right.
Oh.
Jose Abreu is starting to warm up. He's been a guy that,
You're not playing anybody here. You just don't play anyone. Don't do it.
yeah, I guess.
Like the White Sox stack is just not better than the other stacks on the board. It's just not. Like, how can you justify playing Jose Abreu over like all these first basemen on the board?
Yeah, I was looking at it too. There's like 3 first basemen that I would rank before him.
I'm at like 5.
Well, fair enough. I guess it'd be 4 if I include Reynolds.
You wouldn't play Travis, go to 2.2 over him?
Probably not. You don't need the salary. That's the problem.
No, you really don't. Although I found the way to need it.
On the flip side here, Carlos Rodon.
Hell no. Did you see that first start?
He struggled in the minors too. Like his rehab starts were terrible.
The problem is Ryan Healy got hurt, and I don't think he's going to play, which just kind of kills the whole upside of the damn lineup.
Man.
I know.
Chris Davis went off.
I don't play him against lefties.
Josh Fegley went off.
Do you need the salary relief?
Yeah, probably not. And catcher is strong. Why don't we have like an ace pitcher that we could just like pay up for here? Like where's like
because the Orioles are playing the Nationals are playing an hour early for reasons that nobody can tell me.
Strasburg. Well, that makes the early slate easy.
Yes, it does. And then when you look at the pitchers in the other game, it's really easy to figure out what to do.
Oh man, Jesus better be in the lineup. Jesus.
That's what I was. Jesus is in my dummy. I was just like, he better play.
Oh, Kansas City at Seattle. Ian Kennedy against Andrew Moore, 9 total. Moore looked good in that first start. I don't know if you watched any of that game.
Stats were awful, though. I did a dive on him, and I was just like, oh, my God, this is not going to end well.
Really?
Yeah, his breaking stuff is just awful.
All right. Well, there you go.
I wanted to make him a thing, but he's not a thing.
Royals still not a team that really strikes out a bunch either.
You know who I really want to roster on from the Royals? Like, you don't have any interest in Ian Kennedy, right?
A guy that's giving up almost as much hard contact as Porcello?
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so I love Salvador Perez in this spot. Against kind of a righty who just has nothing special. I mean, Perez has just been on fire this year. And just because it's in Kansas City, no one has noticed. He's become one of my favorite one-offs.
And to make your point a little bit better, he really, really crushes inside pitches. And Moore threw about almost 50% of his pitches on the inside or outside off the plate.
Yeah, and he's just smoking. He's got 4 doubles in his last 8. Just extra base hits, the runs, the RBIs are there. Like I like this spot a lot.
I like the other team on this game too, a lot.
The problem is I want to take him. I like Cruz. I like Zunino. I like Haniger. But the problem is just like they're not anywhere near each other in the lineup.
I like Cano too. You don't want to play if you don't want to play Odor in that Texas game. I think Cano's a good pivot.
Yeah, man, has Odor finally started to do something lately?
Oh yeah, he's been hot all weekend. I get the home run updates. Right? Yeah,
he got a day off today. Oh yeah, just in fuego. Yeah, yep. Good, perfect. Rick Porcello will help that out.
Oh, Porcello. As a Red Sox fan, Porcello, you make me sad.
Well, please give it up one more start, will you? Please don't do a troll. Thanks.
All this crap we've been talking about him.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, I probably should be a little nicer to him. But
Porcello, you're great. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Nudge. Just give up home runs to Odor, Andrews, Mazzara, and Chu. Thanks, buddy.
One more time. Yeah. That's it, man. Any other Seattle? Ben Gamble has been a guy that I've been playing a bunch too. But outfield is so strong. I just don't know if I could do it.
I don't think you can. But
well, if Cruz sits.
Cruz sits. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't want
to do that. Yeah, I don't want to think about that because then I'm going to start thinking about Ian Kennedy, and that's a disastrous idea. So no. God, yeah, seriously, if there's no Cruz, I'm going to good thing I'm going to be golfing tomorrow, so I won't be paying attention.
Yeah, I'll be on the boat fishing. My
stupid friend decided that 9:30 on a day off was a great tea time.
What?
You
Oh,
can see my excitement through the.
listen, the last few times I played golf has been like 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Just they're like, yeah, you want to golf? We have the day off tomorrow. I was thinking like 11:30, 12. And I get a text back, all right, 9:30. I was like, 9:30? Why are we fighting the traffic to go across the river? Like, what are we doing?
yeah, like it's been so bad as far as like weather here, like rain in the afternoon. I've had to play early in the morning.
Just like why are we fighting traffic? It's so so stupid. And I know one of the guys listens to this podcast too, so sorry for calling you out, but come on, man.
Come on, man. All right, I sent you the draft. If you guys haven't checked out our sponsor, I know we haven't really talked about it much, but if you haven't checked out our sponsor, make sure you head on over there, check them out, playdraft.com/grinders for a 100% deposit bonus up to $600. Also, if you sign up through the Grinders link, you have access to the best ball content. I did my first 3-man. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I did my first 3-man, and I got an approval from both the best ball guys.
Yeah, I've been going. I destroyed the first show. You know, I felt bad. Like Fantasy ADHD was trying to be polite to everybody else, but you know, it was a complete smoke show by me. You know, I consulted with Beers Water before, had the perfect strategy going in, executed, and it's going to be a bloodbath. So I'm, one down, a bunch more to go.
Did you guys do a 30-second timer, or did you do unlimited?
Well, we did an 8-hour, but like we were picking kind of on the regular.
There you go. Looks like you got first pick in our draft. You beat me on Friday, so now it's 5 games. You've narrowed it down to 5.
I have narrowed the gap here a little bit, which is kind of nice. You know, just chipping away.
Hey, Tanaka, shocker.
Yeah.
No cores, right?
No cores.
I almost went Blackman Arenado back-to-back.
You're going to have to remind me of that. I probably screwed up because they're at the top of my pre-rankings.
Yeah.
It feels like Coors has been on Slayton forever.
Yeah, I know. I love it when it's off.
Yeah.
Sticking by my flag here.
Good. You can have that flag. All right, so Blackman and Arenado.
Yeah, that's I seriously almost did that.
I almost clicked it too. So we talked about how bad Adam Wainwright is. So let's load up on some Yelich, and let's load up on some Odor.
You know, I need to send them an email about best ball. There's something that I want them to add for best ball, and I forgot to send them an email the other day.
Well, is it the bye weeks in the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, I sent them. Please do, because I sent them it, and
there's just something that I was just thinking about that would be very wow. Carlos Gomez isn't in the player pool.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. I just typed in his name 3 times, and then it's because
of the DMO. Yeah. I should have said and then taken them and you've been like,
I would have figured it out eventually.
Oh man.
I tried his last name 3 times.
Yeah, that's why I typed in Carlos and I popped up. Oh man. Do I play Mookie Betts in this format? No, because I want to win and he's gonna bust. Let's see. Stanton kind of didn't do much this weekend. Mazzara, Bohr against a guy who just has no swing strikes side. Let's just do it. And a pitcher. Ugh.
Yeah, good luck.
I could go sit on my island. I just can't take Meyer in this format. This could be a game over if I pick you, but I could just take Stroman, but that's such a wuss move. Why didn't you just do all day so I could have just picked Strasburg?
Well, then you wouldn't have got Strasburg if we did all day.
It's fine. Then I could have gotten Nola or Nova, and it wouldn't have hurt as much.
Yeah, those are good pitchers on the slate, huh? Come on, take it back. You know you want to.
I'm not going to. They would have been much safer. All right. You sure you want to do this? Yeah, he had 2 strikeouts in course. That start was so confusing. Uh, I know I want to go to sleep, but I can't make this decision, and I don't want to lose. God damn it.
Oh, I love it.
I can't decide. This is just. All right, you know what? Let's just take the safe guy. I took Stroman. Hopefully, regression waits one more start.
I think I'm going to take a Meyer. I really don't know.
So many walks. It's just. I just couldn't deal with the -20 with -5. It just kills you.
I'm going to finish out my stack here.
Oh, you just took a whole Texas stack against me, you jerk.
I really did.
You didn't even take the right guy.
Well, you kind of took him. I didn't.
No, you didn't take Mazzara. What are you doing?
Andrus is hotter than Mazzara. Got to ride the hot streak, man. You know me and hot streaks. I got to play the hot streak.
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, I don't like my position very much against the Texas stack, but hopefully Wainwright is equally terrible. So we take 2 Marlins and 4 Texas between us. I think we kind of know where we stand on this slate, huh?
Yes. You want to see something? You have my screen pulled up? Notes. Can you read my notes?
Do you want me to read these out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says Bohr, Miami, Texas, and then a partial Seattle that you decided against.
Seattle. That's my notes for the slate. So
very well detailed and researched.
Yeah, well, very, very easy.
All right, home run derby.
Home run derby, so both of us can go to bed. I'll let you bat lead off because I have no idea where we're at.
Well, I'm going to stick on brand, and I'm going to take Rougned Odor.
All right, I'm going to take Bohr.
No, which you already knew.
Yeah, I kind of knew that. And we obviously just so I
no cores.
Yeah, refreshing. No cores. I'm going to take Oh man, I really wanted Bohr. Jerk.
You ever think I'm going to let you ever take Bohr in this game? Ever.
I'm going to take Joey Gallo. Oh man, how good is the wrap around for Texas stack? Yeah. And I'm going to take Chu.
I can't believe you just took Chu on me. I thought for sure that would get through.
Oh, the wraparound stack. To leave Odor and Gomez out of your Texas stack, I'm going to definitely do that.
I'm going to take Chris Young. Go off the board a little bit.
I was going to veto that, but I really don't want him to hit a home run.
Because you just know you're not going to end with him. That's the problem. I just know
the power of the veto this year. I think I'm going to pass on vetoing him.
Yeah, because you just know you won't end up with enough. God, I don't want this guy to homer, and I know you have veto, so that's my problem. You know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go into cheat mode. And since we did not ban the early games, I'm taking Jesus.
Oh, I'm going to veto it just because we didn't talk about those games.
Okay, then it's Wade Miley versus Brent Suter. Hint, hint, stack that game, play Strasburg. Okay, we talked about the slate. Seriously, that's the slate. Done.
Still vetoing it.
That's fine. Jerk.
The problem with it is, like, which catcher do you play? Right?
You play Pena.
Or do you play Beef?
You don't play Beef. You play Pena.
Oh, my gosh. Jesus is 2,200.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I built my lineup, and I was like, this is the nuts, and it's going to tie about like 50 ways. I really just want to take Domingo Santana, but that's I will go back to the main slate. I already went off the board with Chris Young. I guess I could go eat some more chalk.
I already have mine written down.
You already have your third one written down?
I do.
Who is it? I won't take him. You can have him.
I'm all right. Pen's down, and I'll show you when it's done.
I'm taking Yelich.
All right.
Let's see, who is it? It is Kyle Seager.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have that.
All right.
I hope you're right with my fantasy team, but
I hope I'm right too. Hey, final thoughts before we get out of here at 3 o'clock in the morning?
No, this is fun though. Probably gonna go play some shows, like sleep, and I just got like a second wind, like right at their own time.
Yeah, I wish. I really wish that was true for me. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed. Good luck in your contest tonight, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.